Hi, it's Elizabeth Hancock with Beyond You Coaching. I want to talk about common pitfalls that many beginner and intermediate meditators experience when they start to graduate from guided meditations to more subtle practices. And these more subtle practices can include watching the breath and silent mantra recitation. So if you have never meditated before, then you're going to want to go ahead and check out my other video on meditation for beginners, where I give you 5 tips to help you get your daily meditation practice started. I'll go ahead and leave a link to that in the description box below. So let's go ahead and talk about the 4 very common pitfalls when you migrate from beginner to intermediate meditator. Number 1, the first pitfall is a very, very common one, and that is losing track of your breath or your mantra and finding yourself lost in a random thought stream. This happens a lot in the beginning stages and is totally normal. When this does happen, all you need to do is gently realign yourself back to the object of focus, whether it's your breath or the mantra, and just start where you left off. So in the beginning stages, the mind is going to continually try and get your attention with random thoughts, emotions, memories, and future projections. It's important to just stay diligent and disciplined and just keep realigning yourself back to the object of focus. If you keep doing this, you will eventually train the mind to stay focused on the breath for longer and longer durations. Your mind may still have the occasional random thought, but they will be less frequent and at longer intervals. So this is an indication of how you know you are progressing in your meditation practice. Pitfall number 2. A second common pitfall is getting sleepy or tired when you sit to meditate. So make sure that you sit with your spine erect in the early morning hours so your body is fully rested and your mind is clear and awake. It is best if you can meditate on an empty stomach so that your body is not busy digesting food while you're sitting, because this is only going to make you more sleepy and less focused. If you do get sleepy, the solution is the same as before. Just realign to your object of focus and keep steady in your concentration. Don't allow yourself to get fatigued or lethargic. So this also is going to take some practice and time as your body and your mind get used to sitting for longer and longer periods of time. Getting tired or sleepy is just natural in the beginning stages, and it does go away after more and more practice. Pitfall number 3. A third common pitfall is the feeling of sensations and having to itch or fidget or fix your hair when you sit for meditation. So when we're fixated on an object, sometimes the mind is really desperate to find some other source of distraction, and it amplifies a body disturbance to make it feel disproportionately uncomfortable or unreasonable. So when this happens, just ignore it. Just ignore the desire to move and refocus on your object of focus. If the itch becomes unbearable and you can't stand it, then very, very slowly, with full awareness, move your hand to the area and gently scratch it. With full awareness, place your hand back to its previous position. And as you continue to sit and practice, the need to scratch or itch does disappear. Pitfall number 4. Another common pitfall for beginner and intermediate meditators is the feeling of muscle aches in the neck and the back, shoulders, or joint pains in the hips and the knees. And this usually happens when you sit for longer than 20 to 30 minutes because the body has not been primed to sit for this length of time. So if you are suffering from this, then it's really helpful to do some form of yoga or stretching or even physical exercise before you sit down and meditate, because this helps to circulate the blood to the muscles and warm the body up so it's ready to sit without moving for a length of time. And as you become more advanced, the muscles in the joints relax into position and they don't complain as much. In very advanced states of meditation, the practitioner actually loses sensation of the body altogether and is only consciously aware of the very high and elevated states of conscious awareness. But again, this takes time, so it cannot be rushed. So these are the 4 most common pitfalls that meditators encounter when they first start to meditate. And I'm curious, have you encountered these yet in your meditation journey? And if so, what did you do to overcome them? I would love to know. Please go ahead and leave your comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit the like button. And if you know somebody who's struggling with their meditation practice, please go ahead and share this video with them so they know that they are not alone. If you're interested in learning more about the mind, personal growth, and higher awareness, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. And once again, thank you so much for watching.